I realised some really stupid mistake that I made in my last to be read thing. I actually wrote on big capital letters when I'm writing all the big books I can read for that month. May books to be read or priority video to film. And I still actually wrote April. I was like, I uploaded and thought, you dimwit. So the April to be read one was meant to be for May, and this one is for June. And I'm going to make sure I say this is June's book haul. So no matter what I write up there, if I write, oh, this is for May, this is for October, whatever, this is June's book to be read month, right? My classic choice for this month is this one, which is Little Men. It's the third installment in the Little Women saga by Louisa May Alcott. I've lost the dust jacket for it. I could show it, it's fine, but I've not actually read this before, so this should be interesting. My point horror for the month. I would read you the blurb for this, but it hasn't got one because it hasn't got a dust jacket. No, it's got a biographical note and a content. But no little blurb thing, but it's the third part of the series. My point horror for the month is The Cheerleader by Carol B. Cooney, I think. I don't remember saying names. That is really weird. The back cover. Cheerleader. Beautiful, popular, exciting, the girl Althea longs to be, but Althea is a nobody. She gets no phone calls, shares no laughter, and has no friends. Then one day she meets him, a vampire who can make her the cheerleader in exchange for a simple bargain. Soon Althea has everything she desires, beauty, friends, success. But Althea wants more, and she'll do anything to get it. So, could be interesting. My next part, I thought, because my next book is quite a big book. Well, I've got two books here. They're quite a big book. One is just quite a big book for me anyway. So I thought I'd go with a smaller one, then I can quickly skim read through this, hopefully in the last 3 days of the month that I'll have to. And that is Susan Hill's A Kind Man. Green, goodness, and an extraordinary miracle. Tommy Cobb was a kind man. Eve had been able to tell that within half an hour of knowing him. There was never a day when he didn't show her some small kindness, and even after the tragic death of their daughter, their relationship remained as strong as before. Grief takes its toll, however, and it's not surprising that by the following Christmas, Tom is a shadow of his former self, with the look of death upon him. But what happens next is totally expected. Is entirely unexpected, not at least for the kind of man. So I'm kind of confusing about which direction it's going to take. But I haven't read Susan Hill for so long. I used to be obsessed with reading her. I read three books in one go or something. But I haven't actually read Susan Hill for quite a while, so I'm hoping that this might bring me back into reading Susan Hill because I kind of love her, and I have a couple more books on my bookshelf behind me that I haven't read for yet. So my final book is The Other Boleyn Girl by Philippa Gregory. I am obsessed with the Tudors, anything Tudorish, historical, especially Tudors. It's just my drug, and I will not be able to put it down and not be able to resist it. But it's quite a big book. I've seen the film, but I've actually read the book. But I really want to read this so much. I'm obsessed with anything Anne Boleyn, especially. But the book's quite a big book. I mean, the writing's kind of small, so could take a while to read. But anyway, and especially Anne Boleyn, she fascinates me, and she reminds me of myself in so many different ways. So they'll get beheaded by Henry VIII if anything happens to me. Mary Boleyn catches the eye of Henry VIII when she comes to court as a girl of 14. Dazzled by the Golden Prince, Mary's joy is cut short when she realizes that she is a pawn in the dynastic plots of her family. When the when the king's interest wanes, Mary is ordered to pass on her knowledge of how to please him to her friend and rival, his sister Anne. Anne soon becomes irresistible to Henry, and Mary can do nothing but watch her ambitious sister rise. From now on, Mary will be no other than the other Boleyn girl. But beyond the court is a man who dares to challenge the power of her family. offer Mary a life of freedom and passion. Suddenly she's the courage to break away before the Boleyn enemies turn on the Boleyn girls. We all know the story of Anne Boleyn, but I just love the Tudors, so I had to. It's had this book on my shelf for so long, I've just never got around to read it. But this month is going to be my book to read. It will take so long to read, I don't think I can read this in a month. Made a mistake. Especially not the other books to read anyway, so